All right, what is going on, guys? It is time for another episode of the Chasing Waypoints podcast. And well, it's been a little bit, and we are getting ready for the Sonora Rally, round number 3 of the World Rally Raid Championship. Absolutely looking forward to this one. Gonna get out of town here shortly. We're doing a super quick episode. I'm like on my lunch break, working remotely. Literally was able to cut 2 hours out of my commute today just to be able to get out to Nogales sooner and get ready for this event. It is going to be a lot of fun, and I am absolutely looking forward to it. So super quick on this one, I'll give you guys a rundown on what is going on and what I'm going to be up to. Going to be a little bit difficult, but I've got some ideas on how to do some updates and get you guys some information if you guys are tuning into the podcast. So let's tune the party down. Let's talk a little bit about it. So Sonora Rally getting ready to kick off. Already in the group chat and seeing an absolute storm of messages. The organization is absolutely buzzing with energy and getting ready for this event. Tomorrow, recording this on Friday, so tomorrow's Saturday, scrutineering and technical inspection, all of that fun stuff, registration going down. And if you've been following, you've been seeing all of the updates from Sonora Rally. They've got all the teams are there. Cars getting assembled in the parking lot at La Ruina. And all sorts of fun. Skylar Howe's already there. Looked like already there. I don't know. The whole team is there. It looks like BAS Dakar was still stateside but crossing this morning. So absolutely stoked to see what these guys are going to be doing. Let me adjust the microphone here a little bit. There you guys hearing all of this? There we go. Much better. So yeah, so it is definitely shaping up to be a great event, and it is still early on. I am looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a storm tomorrow, and there's going to be a lot going on. Got a lot of people, a lot of eyes on this one, as it is the third round of the World Rally Raid Championship. You know, the Dakar just finished up. Morocco, I think, was the last one. You think I would know this stuff right by heart, but it has been an absolute rush going from one to the other on the events. I am looking forward for a little bit of downtime, a little bit of riding time. Just before the Baja Rally School at the end of May down in San Quintin. So looking forward to doing that. I'll be back on the bike and riding that. I'm absolutely stoked to be doing that. So let's talk a little bit here. So, okay, Sonora Rally. What are these guys up against? Stages are going to be longer. This is definitely a little bit different. I'm looking to get some feedback on the road books. Typically, road books done in-house, but now with a lot of feedback and a lot of the design coming from the guys on the team from the FIA, FIM, and the organization outside of it. So this is very interesting to see. I'm very curious to see what these guys think about the road books and the route. Route changes already happened. If you guys aren't already up to date on that, there are going to be going no marathon stage, going to be doing Puerto Peñasco doubled up there. Basically a cloverleaf style, which I really like about that, right? Cloverleaf being you're going to have one big whack for basically 6 days of stages. You have the prologue, you have stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 6 total stages, but 3 total bivouacs, which is nice. So you only got to move really 3 times during the whole event, which makes it a little bit easier logistically. The hotel situation, all of this stuff, it just makes it a lot easier to do. So looking forward to seeing that. It's going to be a little bit less drive time for me, which I'm absolutely stoked about. But, you know, going to be doing my side of things and working with Rally Comp and the organization. I'm going to be working on the tracking side, keeping track of the riders in the national class, keeping track of the assets on the ground from the organization, and helping dispatch them into the current. If there is a situation, if there's a mechanical, if there's some assistance needed, that kind of stuff, help coordinate that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Going to be in the office. Definitely going to be some temperature swings. I already, I was talking to my dad last night about it, and I'm like, did you check the weather? Because we're going from like 50 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to into the hundreds. So there's going to be a very wide swing. So the pool's going to be popular. The restaurant, I'm not going to say the bar, because, you typically at these events, especially an organization, it's kind of a dry thing. You don't really partake in any of that kind of stuff. Again, best foot forward, always trying to make sure that you're on top of your game. It does take a lot of it. I'm thinking mentally, there's going to be days where first bike out on the road is going to be 4 a.m., which means by 3 a.m., everything's got to be operational, which means I got to be up by like 2 a.m. in the morning to get ready to this stuff. At least that's in my mind and what I'm getting ready for. So I am looking for... I'm coming up with my routine, right? Like, what am I going to do? I'm, go do some stairs. Can I get coffee that early in the morning? Like, not hot coffee. I don't drink hot coffee. I don't know. I normally drink Starbucks. Starbucks really isn't coffee. I just call it Starbucks because coffee and Starbucks are different things. And any coffee connoisseurs listening to the show are probably like, yes, he's right. That Starbucks stuff is not coffee. I don't know. I just drink the stuff. Caffeine. Yeah. Cold brew. Usually does the trick. So interesting enough, I am pretty much packed. I mean, this is going to be kind of cool. Very different. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be crazy to see. I'm a bike guy. I like rally bikes, but I'm kind of excited to see the T1 Plus cars. Nasser Al-Attiyah's rig, particularly the Toyota, just checking that checking that car out and just seeing some of the technology, right? Because it's kind of different, right? If you're used to being out here in the desert, Southern California desert, and you've been to the off-road races, you've seen the trophy trucks, you've seen the Class 1 cars, and I mean, these things are like moving art pieces. And I'm curious to see what other companies from around the world can produce and what that actually looks like. Traditionally, my understanding is that the suspension game was where it was at. Here, obviously, in the States, it's much rougher terrain, or in this side of the hemisphere, and they're not necessarily used to, miles and miles of whoops and just, like, what? Wait a minute. What if somehow Nasser Al-Attiyah took his T1 Plus down Zoo Road? I wonder what that would be like. Maybe we can convince him to, it's a little bit too far. Maybe somewhere in Mexicali. Maybe a lap around Laguna Salada or something like that. I wonder what that would be like. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I'm looking forward to seeing the technology on that stuff. And then also looking forward to seeing some rally bikes, man. There's going to be a ton of rally bikes there. Factory, full on factory. I would love to see now the new version, the MX frame bike. Just take a look at the different versions of it. You're going to have gas there, KTM. You're also going to have Husqvarna. So looking forward to seeing all of that and checking that out. And then, of course, the national class and hanging out with those guys. So I'm looking to do some different interviews and do some different stuff. So I don't have a lot of time. I'm actually going to have to, I literally have to be back on the clock here in like 15 minutes. So this is only going to be a super short episode. You guys are not, are my priority. I want to get into this, but man, it has been an absolute show trying to pack for this and get ready for it and get all of these little pieces, put together, as well as putting in, 10, 12-hour days at work. So definitely looking forward to it. So my game plan for this week, so you guys kind of have an idea what is going on, and I'll give you guys a quick rundown on the rally just after this. But basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing just a general recording of the stage. But what you guys are going to be hearing, and you want to make sure that you stay tuned and you subscribe or you do all this thing, you share the podcast. If you guys want to hear it, I am walking around with a pair of mics, and it is like literally one of those things I can just hand the mic to somebody, talk a little bit about it, and on to the next. So my idea is just do a bunch of hit and run interviews, talk to a bunch of different people, see what their experience is like, what they're doing, how the rally's going for them, what they need to be, what their focus is. I mean, just shoot it, I was about to say something else, but just talk. So that's what I want to do. Make them from the organization, and maybe competitors, and maybe other people, I don't know. We'll see. But the only way you're going to know is if you are subscribed and you are tuned in and ready. I appreciate everybody that's shared the podcast so far. I appreciate all of the followers. I appreciate all of the emails, all of the stuff we're getting. If you've got an idea, hit me up on Instagram. Hey, I want to ask this person about this, and I will try and hunt them down the best I can after I'm done with my day inside the bivouac or inside the course control office and doing that stuff. So I'm absolutely excited for it. I'm really, really stoked. I've got this rig set up. I'm like 100% ready. This is it. Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. It's like, I want to be there already. I got a 7-hour drive, and then I got another 3-hour drive to do. So it is going to be putting in some kilometers. So here we go. So let's talk a little bit about just the rundown, just the quick stuff that I know about the rally so far. So prologue, right? Qualifying. That's just basically, we're going to go decide the starting order. That is happening on Sunday. Then you have stage number 1, which is going to be a loop. Hermosillo to Hermosillo, there's going to be 210 kilometers, so roughly about 150 miles worth of stage there. Then day number 2 is going to be a little bit longer of a stage. We're headed from Hermosillo, Sonora, to Puerto Peñasco over on the Cortez side. 287 kilometers there, so almost 300 kilometers. So for those of you playing the home game, roughly about 180 miles for these guys on day number 2. Day number 3 is going to be the first loop stage, going to be from Peñasco back to Peñasco, 347 kilometers. So that is a long day. 180 miles. We're looking probably closer to about 200 miles, all said, all done for that one. That is, again, day number 3 of Puerto Peñasco loop there. One more loop on the 4th day, which is going to be on Thursday. Peñasco to Peñasco is a 252 kilometer stage. So you're looking at about roughly 30, 60, 120, 150 miles for them there on day number 4. Day number 5, going to be a short and sweet stage, Peñasco to San Luis Rio Colorado, where they will finish the event and decide. And we already know how it went down at Dakar. You got big dunes here. You got some off-road stuff. You got the guys, Mason Klein's been down here. He's ridden it. Skylar Howes put this thing on the box last year? And then Ricky Brabeck also putting the thing on the box. So all the fast guys know this place. All our fast American, all the guys that we were rooting for, they know this place. They've been here. They've done it. They've raced it. And they've proven that they've got the speed. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of it. And now we're going to have, the Toby Prices, Sam Sunderland is back. All of these guys, I'm absolutely looking forward to that one. So again, 5 days of racing, 1 day of prologue. Prologue they throw out, but the total time counts 1 through 5. Well, we'll see, because they have done some stuff in the past with the prologue to help avoid that swing set going on, or what they call the Dakar swing, but basically is people adjusting their finishing times with the best guess to try and get a favorable starting position. So all in, 1,249 kilometers of stage special, which is going to be, let's see, that is 600. We're going to go with about 600, just under 700 miles of total racing. There's also going to be another roughly 1,000 kilometers, or about 900 kilometers of commuting. So 9 times 6, 720, somewhere in that. So that is what these guys are going to be up against, which is going to be awesome. Or is that 54? You guys, did I just reveal that my math skills on the fly or not? I'm sorry, I got work on the brain. I'm trying to juggle here. But anyway, so we got a lot coming up, a lot going down. Absolutely excited for this. It's going to be a great event. The temperatures are going to be great. It is going to be warm out there. It is going to be challenging for these guys, especially in the dunes. So looking forward to keeping track of these guys, being the eye in the sky. So remember, stay tuned. Make sure you're tuned into the podcast. Make sure you're sharing the podcast. I greatly appreciate that. And you're going to hear my goals, get you guys as many interviews as you can so you guys can just listen to what is going on. I apologize in advance. They're going to be a little bit rough cut, because that's just how we do all the end of bivouacs and all the other stuff. It is what it is. It's two people talking. So I am absolutely looking forward to it. I hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far. Remember, if you got any ideas, anybody you want me to talk to or try and find, or information that you want to know, even about getting into rally, if you got questions about getting into rally, we'll see if we can get one of these guys to answer those questions for us. So hit me up on Instagram, send me a message there, and I will be happy to check it. I will be checking that regularly if you guys have any input or any questions and anything like that. So with that being said, guys, remember, shiny side up. Oh, no, wait, that's what I tell my brother. Shiny side up and on the gas. That's if you're racing, and we don't condone that on public roads, only in events and stuff like that. But yeah, shiny side up and on the gas. That's what I tell my brother before every race. And for you guys, it'll make sense when you get there. Enjoy the ride. Hey, all, this is Victor with the Chasing Waypoints podcast. Super quick. I've been using the counter shocks now for about 6 months on my bikes, and it is an absolute go-to. Super quick and easy to install. 4 bolts, and it is on the bike and ready to go. It has helped reduce the vibrations on the handlebars, the fatigue in my hands, and all of those hard hits is just making the bike track a lot better. So I absolutely love that thing. Check it out. Link is in the description, countershocks.com. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Victor with the Chasing Waypoints podcast. Hey, super quick break in the episode. Want to talk about really quick about Spotify for podcasters. If you are interested in getting your story out to the world, starting your own podcast, it is super, super simple. Head on over to spotify.com/podcasters and get all of the information. It is a one-stop shop. You can edit, you can do Q&A, you can do video podcasts, all sorts of different things in one platform. They handle all of the distribution for you, so it is super, super simple and effective. So with that being said, guys, let's get back to the episode. All right, that is a wrap for the Chasing Waypoints podcast this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you heard. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a bunch of others. Also, follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook under Chasing Waypoints, Instagram, Chasing Waypoints _official, and of course, the YouTube under Chasing Waypoints. Hope everybody has a good week. We will see you guys for the next episode. Remember, shiny side up, and don't forget to tag us. We want to see where you guys are riding and what you guys are up to. Have a great week.